Yo, Cetonauts, massive alpha show today. I have 4 airdrops, some of which you can claim right now, and a lot of big alpha in the Cosmos ecosystem that you should not miss. This is why we're going to get straight into it, starting by looking at the prices. We see that Quicksilver is still on a bull mission, up 22%, Stride 16%, well above $1.50, which is really cool to see. Litecoin also, Passage and Akash back above $1. Quasar, we've been telling you about this for a very long time here on this channel, and many more. What we do see, and I think this has been a bit overdue to be quite honest, is Celestia finally slowing down for a little bit. $5.79 still. It's very, very scary to be honest at these price levels. I got very dizzy yesterday and the day before when it just went on this crazy moon mission. But nonetheless, Celestia has been absolutely killing it. Congratulations again if you got the airdrop. Anyways, one of the biggest news of the week has been Axelar Network partnering up with Onyx by JP Morgan. And if you have been around since a couple years, you remember when Jamie Dimon was bashing crypto, bashing Bitcoin. He called it a scam. He called it anything. And it's funny that now they're actually joining. Of course, what they're building, and I haven't looked deeply into it, is not a decentralized technology stack, but they're just trying to jump on the bandwagon here because they know it's unstoppable. But another thing that I actually find more interesting here, and well, obviously Axelar is a full-on Cosmos SDK chain, IBC enabled. So Axelar is a Cosmos project, is also Provenance. And Provenance is probably one of the least talked projects out there, but they're actually very strong when it comes to institutional onboarding and business development. And they're building solutions for tokenization of real world assets. And apparently they have almost $10 billion of worth of assets under administration, the second largest blockchain TVL, and 58 network validators. You can tokenize, you can build, you can validate. And the interesting thing is, this is all built on Cosmos. This is built on the Cosmos SDK and uses IBC for interoperability. So this is a full-on Cosmos chain. And they're, of course, also here in Minscan. You can check that out. There are block times, there are transactions, there are validators. With Cryptocito, we're not validators on Provenance yet. Of course, something we'd like to explore in the future. Always happy to support more and more chains. This is where we're at. And I honestly haven't also really heard about the token before. But Provenance has a native coin called Hash. And Hash is also on osmosis. We're going to look at it in a second. It has 100 billion supply. And at a price of above 2 cents, gives it a $2.2 billion market cap for a chain that, to be honest, I have not really had on my radar. Like, that's amazing. I've heard about the project before. I have heard people talk about it, but I have never really looked deeper into it. But I will certainly do that now. And they're also on Twitter, Provenance FDN. You can follow them there. They even have the atom emoji right there. And yeah, they're doing great work when it comes to institutional onboarding Cosmos and business development, something that Cosmos really lags behind. And like I said here, you have the hash coin on osmosis. Beware though that right now it's still very thin liquidity, only $5,100 US, $11,000 in trading volume. So if you were to buy that right now with even just 1,000 Osmo, $686, you would suffer 27% almost slippage, which means you only get $500 worth of hash coins. So still very thin liquidity. Now, this is big news, obviously, not just for Provenance, but also Axelar and then Apollo and Oasis. I think they also TradFi. So Apollo is a asset manager, and Oasis, I don't actually know who they are. So in this pilot project that they're running right now, Axelar connects Onyx by JP Morgan to Apollo Global funds that were tokenized by Provenance and Oasis Pro. as this diagram illustrates. Institutional onboarding is something that Cosmos really needs to step up the game. Otherwise, ecosystems like Solana, Polygon, Avalanche, they're just eating our lunch. And Cosmos now, with Provenance, Axelar, Injective is doing a lot of institutional onboarding, Fetch AI as well, especially in the AI space, of course, but also with companies like Bosch. They are doing a lot of cool stuff. The next big news I want to cover is that Union raised $4 million to develop cross-chain bridge enabled by ZK proofs. And Union is a Cosmos project that is led by Kaiser Carol. Carol, who has been previously part of Composable Finance. There was some internal beef. I'm not going to get into this, but they parted ways, and now they're building Union. And I also think that the more variations and the more competition there is, the better for the resilience and the robustness for the entire space and for the technology. Because after all, you also have to think that you can be married to a bag, you can be married to this, married to that. But what matters is that we build resilient, strong technology, right? This is all experimental early stage technology in the end of the day. Next up, another investment that was just announced by Sei Network is that Circle Ventures has invested in Sei. And this is kind of interesting because Sei Network just launched mainnet recently, and now Circle decided to invest into them. A strategic investment. I don't know the valuation or how much they've invested, but I think strategic investment might also mean that Circle now gives them a lot of access to their ecosystem, to their network. I don't know if there's any plans to roll out USDC liquidity, but I think it makes a lot of sense, right? We've just seen the DYDX announcement with Noble. We might see something similar with Sei. Why not? I think the same cons here, the more competition, the better. And it's very exciting that all this is happening actually in Cosmos. Sei, by the way, also pumped quite decently in the past couple of days and is actually right now at around 15.6 cents, which is also because they got listed on Upbit, which is the biggest Korean exchange, and we have the kimchi premium back, it looks like. So this is interesting. Bithumb, also Korean exchange. You can see KRW, Korean won, is a trading pair. So the kimchi premium is back. Upbit has massive volumes, as you can see here, $107 million, even though there's a warning here that this is an anomaly. But I don't know, maybe it's also because it just got listed there. Nonetheless, this is great news for Sei, both the Upbit listing and also the Circle investment. Which brings me to the airdrop segment. And there's definitely one that you are not having on your radar right now. I already told you about Levana, but I want to remind you that you should consider filling this form if you want the airdrop. If you don't feel comfortable, because it's kind of weird also with the form, with the Google form, you can even put in your email here. You have to put your wallet address manually here. If you don't want that, totally understood. You don't have to do it. There's also terms of service you have to fill out, you have to agree to. So yeah, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. And that's all I can say here, right? I don't know how long that is still going to be open. I saw tweets where they were saying that over 22,000 people have filled this form. So do with the information whatever you want. But Levana, definitely something that I think has strong product market fit, proven already because the project is already live. The product is live and the token is coming. So could be an interesting one. Stride is another airdrop that is now already in round 10 or 11. I don't even know. But what they basically did is when they did the airdrop in the beginning, the unclaimed airdrop was clawed back and redistributed in additional rounds. Now we're already in round 10 or 11 or 12 for Atom, Osmo, and they added many more during the rounds. Some, I think, is the latest one. So you can go ahead and claim that right now, which I hope you have done. And as you can see, this is how it looks like. You can just click here, claim all. I just did it actually. This is with my portfolio challenge wallet, which, by the way, update coming very soon. And I already claimed 27 Stride tokens here, which at a price of $1.50 is around 45, 50 US dollars, right? And that's definitely not bad. And as we stick with Stride, I also want to show this to you, which is basically now that the liquid staking module is live on the Cosmos Hub, which in my opinion makes it one of the most innovative liquid staking chains in production, you can liquefy your already staked Atom. So normally what you have to do in Stride is you come here with fresh Atom, liquid Atom in your wallet, and you can basically stake through Stride. What you can also do here is you can activate this little switch here, which tells pull from natively staked balance, which you already have staked, and you can liquefy your already staked Atom, which means you can bypass the 21-day or 3-week unbonding period. And I know some of you might not be aware about this, which is why I'm telling you this. And you can then go ahead, use these ST Atom in DeFi, in UMI, Mars, wherever you want. Now, another one is actually Nois. And Nois has a Randdrop where basically it's like a lottery as far as I understand. And the final one that I want to share with you might actually be a quite big one. And we just have breaking news about this airdrop, which is that the claim process will be open from Monday, November 20th, so in a couple days, for 90 days. So the claim page will be active until February 18th, 2024. That's a 3 months time window where you can claim the airdrop. Airdrop.pyth.network. And then you just choose your networks, you choose your chain, and it will show you if you're eligible. So even here for my Cito wallet, I'm eligible for my osmosis activity. And that's honestly also the purpose of this whole challenge. It's not for anybody to copy trade, and it's not about the trading aspect. It's more to show in real time with real money, real coins, how to navigate through the interchain, how to maximize eligibility for airdrops. We got the TIA airdrop, we got the Stride airdrop, we got all of the airdrops, and now we're also getting the Pyth airdrop. So I got 2,175 Pyth tokens right here, and we can go over on BitMEX futures to see what that currently is worth. As of right now, Pyth is trading at 25 cents here on BitMEX futures, and it went as high as $71, $72. This is quite decent. And if you're not at all familiar with Pyth, I strongly recommend you to read about them. I am also not as familiar, but what they're basically doing, they're building an Oracle network. So they're basically Chainlink competitors, and they are active on many, many ecosystems and many chains, over 90 data providers, 230 applications. And they are very, very huge. And to be honest, I have not really done much research about them, but they are native to the Solana ecosystem. And you've been following anything about what's going on in Solana is pretty much up only right now, anything that's around Solana. So everyone's talking about it. This could be a big airdrop, but again, do your research. There's no advice to do anything here. Just making you aware that these things are happening. So as I said, value-packed alpha show today with even airdrops included. So I hope you enjoy this video. Give it a like, share it with your friends, share it on Twitter, tag me there as well. We really need to be best prepared for the upcoming bull run, which might come sooner than we think. We might be right now just in a relief rally, or we might also be in the disbelief rally where everyone's just saying, this is not the bull run. This actually might be the bull run. I might also be wrong with my relief rally thesis, but also this is crypto. Anything can happen. The only thing that you should never do is be all out of the industry because it's just unpredictable. But long term, it's up only. That said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe and be good.